ألا من كنت مولاه فهذا علي مولاه. اللهم وال من والاه وعاد من عاداه.
And I am an American Muslim. I'm a convert of about 8-9 months. I converted last May, and before I came to Islam I knew absolutely nothing about Islam. I thought Prophet Muhammad was a god. I saw women with their scarves on and never really thought much of it. You see things on the news, you know, never really, well, it's some other country, you know, don't really care too much. I grew up in a strong Christian family, and both of my parents, my mother and her husband, are ministers, and I am the only Muslim in my family that I know of. So, like I said, before I became Muslim, I was raised in a Christian family, and what started my spiritual journey was I watched the History Channel one day, and they were doing a documentary, I guess, or segment about the Bible and the lost books of the Bible, and that raised a lot of questions for me as far as I began to question the authenticity of the Bible, and I just had lots of questions that none of my Christian family or friends could really answer for me. And eventually I just started to learn more about the roots and origins of Christianity, and I became very interested in history and things like that, and I started this, you know, spiritual, you know, journey, as I like to call it, and eventually it led me to Islam. I met two people, an older couple who were Muslim converts, and they basically taught me everything that they know, and they are actually Sunni Muslim, but either way I understood Islam, you know, and it came very easy to me, and I felt that it answered a lot of the questions that I couldn't answer with Christianity. And shortly after them, you know, teaching me everything, I met another Muslim woman one day when I was at a government building, and I was looking for a job, and I saw this Muslim woman, and this was before I wore hijab, before I had actually, you know, said Shahada, and I walked up to her, and I was so shy, and I said, Assalamu alaikum, and she was very sweet, and she was very kind to me, and I just, you know, explained to her that I was thinking about becoming a Muslim, and if she knew of any other Muslims that were possibly close to my age, or if there was a mosque in the area that I was living at the time. And I remember that she had the most kindest and most peaceful eyes I've ever seen, and I always tell people that when I looked at her, I just wanted to lay my head in her lap and go to sleep. And we are very, very good friends. Actually, she's probably my bestest friend to this day. And through her, I gained up enough courage to actually say Shahada, and she took me to the masjid, and she is the one who introduced me to the Shia path. And I just kept doing my, you know, research and learning about, you know, the differences and the history of Sunni and Shia and Sufi and other different sects as well. And I decided that the Shia path was what I felt I believed in, and that is how I became a Shia Muslim. So the process of me saying Shahada happened shortly after I met the woman who led me to the Shia path, and we became good friends, and we were friends for a while before I had actually made the decision to recite the Shahada. And I actually wasn't even sure like what the Shahada was. I don't think I knew what the Shahada was at all. And I think I asked her one day, you know, so what exactly do I have to do to like make myself a Muslim? And she told me that all I had to do was say that, you know, there is no God but God, and Prophet Muhammad is his messenger. And when I said that, we were actually at a Whole Foods co-op, which is where they sell organic and natural foods, and we were eating there, and I said it and everything, and she was like, "Hey, congratulations, you're a Muslim now." I'm like, "Yay!" So then about a week later, she brought me to the masjid in our area, which was not a Shia masjid, it was a Sunni masjid, but that's okay. I just wanted to be in the masjid and recite the Shahada to make it feel more formal, more official, and you know, recite it in Arabic. And she brought me there, and everybody was very welcoming, and it was great. And I recited my Shahada there, and now I'm a Muslim.